For the last several weeks, Judy Woodruff has been digging into one of the most pressing issues facing our nation: deep divisions and distrust in some American communities. Tonight, she begins with a look back at our recent history and some of her own to try to better understand the nature of the divides we face and why this moment feels different. It's part of her new series, America at a Crossroads.
What do we want? Justice! From fights over our rights
are not up for debate,
to defining who we are,
immigrants are welcome here,
what we believe,
the people who love the blood,
and what we teach our children. America is a house divided, and in many ways, it always has been.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, YAHAWAHSHI'S, YAHAWAHSHI'S, the Mount Apostles of G. Madison, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And as you see it, it says, how is today's division in America is different from what we've seen before. And truth be told, it's much worse. See, back then, at least when there was a division type of thing, everybody kind of had that same mindset. And at least it was specifically on technically one or two things, maybe. As far as I remember, and even looking up some of the stuff. Maybe a little bit more, possibly. But they have several different things going on with many different protests today. And they can never come to one solid agreement. Because someone's going to say something that counteracts the other. That's why you never see the same protests in the same area. Because if one is about, let's say, the whole Transformers things in one part of the movement, and then another movement comes up thinking they're going to side with them because they're a totally different movement, you can think again, because you'll never see them side by side for each other. And then that's why they always be in separate areas, separate times. They decide to do these things, and it's repetitive, and it doesn't ever last long. They pick a day when they want to protest. They're not continuous with it. See, back then, at least their protest was more continuous. But these people, they're not continuous for anything. They just pop up when they want to. Like, oh yeah, now you interfere with my rights. It could be a whole 2 days when nothing happened. You interfere with my rights. And all this other BS. And people fail to understand is you don't have rights. You never have. People get this illusion that you could do all these things because you was given to them. Not exactly true. Because the government who's the ones who made up your laws anyways. Guess who's the ones that can take it away? Them. It's just like being in the house full of parents. Your parents mix up what you do and what you can't do. If they say you could go outside, well, the moment you mess up, hey, we taking that privilege away from you. You ain't going outside. You're punished. But these are just things they just constantly keep making up as they go along. So this is Matthew 12 and 26. It says, if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And that's what we're seeing. This kingdom isn't really standing on its own. Like I said, back then, they had at least one particular goal. Maybe a few. And it was consistent with it. And the problems that America has today the problems that America had back then are very trivial to what they're having today. Today is a whole lot worse. Today you got a multitude of problems. It is not looking good for Babylon. You see, they had to even turn off comments because a lot of people get heated behind this. Because even in the comment boards, no one's coming up with the same thing. It'd be whole keyboard battles on here nowadays. And they last longer than the actual protests themselves. That's the crazy part. They'll go And then, at least in the comic boys, they'll go months, maybe a year before they come to before they stop arguing. Not there. See, this is the problem with this place. They give you too much freedom, as these people think, and then they go a whoring, and then they come back with more problems. And that's why this place ultimately needs to burn, because this place is nothing but confusion. What you're seeing in this clip is nothing but confusion. To say that this place is divided proves that this place is confusion, which means it doesn't get better from here. So the problems back then, okay, it was a little bad here and there. They wanted to fight for something because I guess whatever it is was pissing people off. And now here you are, 2023, with more problems, more protests. And it ain't got nowhere but get worse. So these are the kind of problems that this place faced today. That's nothing but pure confusion. So this is Proverbs 1:26, because this is what happens when people are left out in the dark. They can't make up their mind. Then when stuff actually hits the fan, they screwed. Yeah, all these different people confused about everything. So when things get the fan, everybody's gonna be confused about the same thing, on multiple different things, I guess. So it says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, your destruction cometh as a whirlwind. When your distress and anguish cometh upon you, then they shall call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me. So all these people, it doesn't matter which religion you are, doesn't matter what you follow, if you're the Transformers, they're going to be calling on the Heavenly Father. They ain't going to answer. I mean, they're going to call on the Heavenly Father, and he ain't going to answer. Because look at this place. This place needs to be destroyed. Everybody's going to be yelling, oh God. Even atheists going to be yelling, oh God. Transformers that don't believe in the whole Christianity, or don't believe in Jesus, as they call them, they're going to be yelling, oh God. So you're going to see the whole place, the whole spectrum of the society twist when things really hit the fan. That American flag they're burning, that's got a few holes in it. Wait until the entire thing's actually set on fire. When the riots actually kick in, when this place actually shut down, no one's going to be rioting for all these different rights and all these other things. They're going to be rioting because they want that money back. They want that dollar to be instituted again. They want their livelihoods back again. They're going to be worried about transformer rights or abortion rights. They're not going to be worried about any of that stuff. So they're going to be prepared for when these things really do hit the fan. Because these people out here don't stand a chance. They think that their rights actually matter till that martial law kicks in. Then everybody's quiet. Notice how they always disappear when that martial law kicks in. They might even stand out there for a day or two. Maybe if a day. But they gone as soon as they see them tanks coming through. Because they know they ain't going to do nothing against a tank. So that's pretty much all I had on that. So, little one, this is a little edifying. And with that, shalom.